Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my most anticipated releases of fall 2015. There are so many books coming out during the fall time. It's almost as if all these book publishing companies got together and was like, yo, let's release all the books and make all our readers cry because they can't read all of them. But without further ado, let me show you the book releases that I am most excited for this fall time. That was me doing a little dance because I'm so excited. I am going to try to be pretty brief when talking about these books because there are quite a few and I don't want this video to be forever long. The first book I have to show you is already out there in the world, and that is the beast of the book that is Queen of Shadows. This book is massive. I'm currently reading it. It's destroying me, but I'm still loving it. This is the fourth book in the Throne of Glass series and things are getting cray. I can't say too much about this book because obviously it is a continuation of the Throne of Glass series and I don't want to spoil anybody, but if you have not jumped on the Throne of Glass bandwagon, I would highly recommend doing so because I love this series so much, even if it is breaking my heart. The next book that I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on is The Copper Gauntlet by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. This book is also already out there in the world. I just need to go out there and get it. This is the sequel to The Iron Trial, which I read last year and absolutely loved. The ending of that story though just had me like, so I'm really interested to see where they take this series within this next book. The next book I have is Stand Off by Andrew Smith, and this is the sequel to Winger, which is coming out on September 8th. Again, just like The Iron Trial, Winger had such a crazy ending, just unexpected, and so I'm really interested to see what Andrew Smith does within Standoff, and to see how all the characters are dealing with the events that took place in Winger. Winger could have easily been a standalone, but I'm really happy that he decided to expand on the story and to kind of give you an idea as to what these characters are going through. The next one is The Marvels by Brian Selznick, and I already got the chance to read this book and I absolutely loved it. I'm just really excited for its release because I want some of you guys to go out and read it because it is brilliant. Brian Selznick is such a fantastic storyteller and such a fantastic artist. For those of you who do not know Brian Selznick's style, he kind of interweaves these stories with pictures and they flow through so beautifully, and it's just an interesting, unique way of telling a story, and I just really love his style of writing, and I just can't wait for people to go out and read this book because it's such an enchanting and beautiful story. Now we've got September 29th, which is the release date of several awesome books, the first one being Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. This is the third and final installment in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children trilogy, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for this trilogy to end. I wish this was a series that just went on and on and on, but either way, I am still really looking forward to reading this book and seeing how Ransom kind of ties the story together. Also, there is this awesome pre-order promotion going on with this book. If you pre-order Library of Souls and then send in your receipt to Quirk Books, they will send you an awesome Peculiar calendar. I can't wait to get my calendar. I want it now. It's gonna be so cool. I will leave more information to that pre-order campaign that's happening down below. Definitely go check it out. The next book coming out on September 29th is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is the first in a companion duology, I believe it's a duology, to the Grisha trilogy, but you do not have to read the Grisha trilogy before you read Six of Crows. I have been working my way through the Grisha trilogy though because I've been wanting to read it for so long now, and I'm really enjoying it, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing what Six of Crows has to offer. This is also going to be the Booksplosion Book of the Month for October, so go pick it up and join us for October. Hey, hey, hey. And the last book coming out on September 29th that I am so excited for is The Doldrums by Nicholas Gannon. This is a middle grade story, and to be honest, I don't know what this story is about. The only thing I know is that there are images throughout this story, and they are stunning. I've seen several different illustrations already from this book and they are just stunning. They are so beautiful and I can't wait to read this book. Even though I don't know anything about it, I'm just gonna dive in and see what it's all about as I go along with it. Now we're gonna move on to the October releases. The first one that I am most excited for is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, and this comes out October 10th. Essentially, the story is about how there is usually a chosen one within a story, and this story is about the rest of the people. It's not about the chosen ones, it's about the rest of the people. If that makes any sense. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. I just think that's such an original idea for a story, something that I have not seen done before, and so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Then we've got A Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGinnis, and this cover is Cover Goals. This book is coming out on October 6th, and I believe it's about a girl who is in an insane asylum, and she really struggles using her voice. And then one day she kind of has this power unlocked, I believe, and her voice is her power, and she ends up using her voice in a way to help solve crimes. That's kind of what I'm getting from the description. It sounds really interesting to me, and I also just love this cover. I will not deny the fact that I'm instantly drawn in because of this cover, but either way, I'm really interested to see what this book has to offer. And then we've got Illuminae by Kristoff and Amie Kaufman, and this is coming out October 20th. This is another book that will be a Booksplosion Book of the Month. The thing is, none of us know what this book is about. We know nothing about it, except for the fact that it's formatted in such an interesting and unique way. There's lots of graphics and images throughout this story, and I'm intrigued just by that. Also, look at this hardback. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Now we're going to be moving on to November releases. The first book is Winter by Marissa Meyer, and this book comes out November 10th. I still have yet to read Cress or Fairest, so I'm gonna try to do that before this book comes out, because obviously once this book comes out, I'm just gonna need to read it right away. This is the fourth and final book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I've been really enjoying this series this year, and so I'm really excited to see how it all comes to a close. And the last book on my list is The Lies About Truth by Courtney C. Stevens, and this book comes out November 15th. And I read Faking Normal by Courtney C. Stevens this year, and I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite books of the year, and I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I think it's going to be a very powerful book. It's about this girl who is in a car accident, and her friend dies in the car accident, and she is left scarred. And so she's going on this journey of losing her best friend and how to deal with that. So those are my most anticipated releases of fall 2015. I'll be sure to leave Goodreads links down below so you guys can check out all these books on Goodreads and add them to your TBR piles. I know you want to. They all sound super interesting and awesome. You should let me know down below what book you're most looking forward to that's coming out this fall time, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later. Hey guys, today I'm going to be for those of you oh my god, yeah. I've seen several different illustrations.